gone in a little bit. Soon as I put that nair on, ooh, I'm feeling it.
Yo, what up? It's your boy A.P.T. And today, we're going to be reviewing Rihanna's brand new album, Loud.
Want you to make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world, like I'm the only one that you'll ever love, like I'm the only one who knows your heart, only girl in the world, like I'm the only one that's in command, 'cause I'm the only one who understands.
Yes, once again, another album is leaked online, which is good news for me and good news for you, because it means I get to tell you whether you should buy it, download it, or leave it alone altogether. Now, as you guys know, last year, Rihanna dropped the critically acclaimed album, Rated R, which of course came out during the same time that, you know, the whole stuff with Chris Brown had just kind of stopped and she was still getting over it. And it was very, very emotional. It brought up a lot of topics that she doesn't normally talk about. So for this album, she decided to go with more lighter fare, not be so heavy on the drama, and just focus on making some great upbeat music. Now this album is a very, very popish album, and I mean that in a good way. A lot of the beats on this album, such as with songs like S&M, Only Girl in the World, have a very, very 80s feel to it. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that there's a lot of synthesizers and noise going on in the background. But Rihanna's voice fits very, very well and in tune with the types of songs that she tried to make, particularly the ones that sound more like 80s songs. What I also like about the songs in this album, much like many of Rihanna's other songs, is that the choruses are very, very easy to catch onto. By the second or third chorus, you'll be singing along to it and knowing the words. She's always been very, very good at that in terms of coming up with choruses that connect very, very easily with the listener. Now, you also have those other songs that she likes to make, you know, the ones that have like Caribbean flavor to it, man, where she changes up her voice a little bit. It sounds like she's from the island. The song Raining Men, you can hear the steel drums in the back. It's actually very, very reminiscent of the song from her first album, If It's Loving That You Want, in terms of the kind of vibe and the pace to it. Nicki Minaj is on that song, by the way, and y'all know how Nicki does. She just kills the verse. I was literally laughing and dying and rolling in tears when I heard Nicki's voice. You also have Drake on the song What's My Name?
You know, word of mouth, the square root of 69 is 8 something, right? Because I've been trying to work it out. Good.
I don't know if the Cash Money roster is just trying to get on every album now, but they always bring some newness to the tracks that they're on. And what's great is, even with artists like, you know, Nicki Minaj and, you know, Drake on the tracks, Rihanna is still able to hold her own, even though she's singing, not rapping. Now, the songs as a whole, while great, don't necessarily cohesively go together as well as they did on the Rated R album. It feels as though the Rated R album had more of a theme to it in terms of, you know, the darkness of it and the anger. Each songs kind of segue throughout the course of the album. Whereas this one, it's at times all over the place, and not all the songs necessarily work for me. For example, there's some songs in the album where she's trying to reach out and do some new things, and I appreciate her as an artist trying to, you know, get a little bit out of her comfort zone, but some of the stuff just doesn't work. You have the song called Man Down, where she's talking about, oh yeah, I'm going to shoot them down and the cops are coming.
'Cause I didn't mean to hurt him. Could have been somebody's son, and I took his heart when I pulled out that gun.
And it just sounds very, very forced. Like, it sounds like she's purposely trying to try something new, and it just didn't work for me. Another song that was just kind of okay was the song Skin.
I ain't standing over there with your clothes on. Baby, strip down for me, gon' take them off. Don't worry, baby, I'ma meet you halfway, 'cause I know you wanna see me.
I mean, she's done songs before where she was trying to be like the sexy vixen, and, you know, I mean, she's had some songs where, oh my God, like, I'm listening and I'm hoping, my God, mom's not around, you know what I'm saying? But I actually thought that song could have been more descriptive. She starts talking about, you know, being sexy and, you know, oh, I want you to take your clothes off and this, and that. But it just, I wasn't getting quite the vibe that I would get from, like, some of her other songs, like, you know, Shut Up and Drive from the Good Girls Gone Bad album. And then, of course, you have the last song on the album, which is Love the Way You Lie, Part 2.
Of a story, the future seemed so bright.
The original one was on Eminem's Recovery album, and it was mostly Eminem spitting verses on it with just her singing the chorus. So on this one, you have the version where it's told from her point of view. I thought I was going to be kind of like, you know, this is kind of corny, why are they doing a second one? But I think I actually like this version a little bit better. The beat actually sounds a little bit better. There's better drums in it. The chorus drums in particular sound a lot better than they did on the original version. It's a bit of a slower pace and there's more keyboards on it, so she's kind of singing it like innocently and sweetly while at the same time telling this story about how, you know, there's a good love and it's going bad and things this and that. And actually Eminem's verse on it by comparison, it starts off where he's kind of like in a hushed tone, which I like, because I was like, okay, he's going to kind of be soft.
As we lay in the wake of destruction, hush baby, speak softly. Tell me you're awfully sorry that you pushed me into the coffin.
And then he just starts yelling.
So I can push you off me. Try and touch me so I can scream at you not to touch me. Run out the room and I'll follow you like a lost puppy.
And the intensity of the yelling worked very, very well on the first version of the song. On this version, I wish he kind of held back more instead of going all intense with it. So it's not one of Eminem's standout verses, but Rihanna saved part 2. So I gotta give appreciation where appreciation is due. I would say that this album it's a good album. There are a couple of songs that are skip worthy on here, but I can easily see myself, you know, getting the CD, putting it in the car, and then being like, oh, let me hear this song again. Oh, let me hear this song again. Oh, I gotta hear that one too. At the end of the day, Rihanna's always got good beats, generally good song concepts, and her voice is one of the more unique voices in the industry. I would give this album a 7. It's not as good as Rated R or as Good Girls Gone Bad, but it's still not a bad pop album. And if you're looking for something that has like an 80s feel to it that you can just kind of like throw in when you're riding somewhere in your car with the top down, you want to just bump it out loud, then I would definitely recommend buying this album. I'd also like to give a shout out to all the singers like Rihanna, Lady Gaga, and Beyonce, who make these wonderful dance songs that I can't sing or dance to when I'm in public. Why? Because it doesn't look good for a guy to be dancing to your songs given the type of stuff that you're singing about. So thank you once again for that. I'm A.P.T. In the words of Chris Brown, deuces!